All right, Jesse on fire. Yeah, like the title said, it was rigged, you guys. It's rigged. And that is a serious comment from people. I'm going to show you a video that I just got sent by a group. Honestly, I'm not sure if the people who sent this to me were being serious. Like this is actually, evidence of the Jake Paul fight being rigged. So it was certainly serious by whoever created this video, though. So I'm going to show this to you and just show you how ludicrous this is. Just it's so typical, man. Like it's just so typical. And then we're going to talk about Jake Paul and Anderson Silva, right? We'll start with the rigging, the rigged accusation, and then we'll talk about the fight and what it means for Jake Paul. And I'll talk about what it was like to be on Fight Companion with Schaub, Mir, and Sam Tripoli last night. And yeah, we'll go from there. Now, if you like the content, go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell. If you didn't know I was on Fight Companion yesterday, then you might be like, how is this guy on Fight Companion? And then you're like, maybe I should subscribe to his channel if he really was, because that means he, was on, I don't know what I'm talking about. But honestly, I make a lot of videos. I would appreciate it if you guys subscribe. That's the trade. You watch my content for free. You subscribe to the channel. We call it square, dude. Anyway, so let's jump into this thing. I'm going to show you guys this video really quick, and then we'll discuss it because these people are serious. They're being serious. They're being serious. Look at this rigged fight.
Demons. Demons. Demons.
All right, you get the idea. So there's your big evidence. That's the big evidence of this fight being a work. That clip right there. You see? It says people still think these aren't rigged. And the tweet that I saw it associated with actually said, you know what? I actually want to make sure that I quote this exactly correct because it's so stupid. It says, fake as F. Anderson Silva took a dive. Jake Paul is phony. That's what it says. It actually says that. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the stupidest shit I've ever heard after a Paul brothers fight, this is a 9. It's a 9. The stupidest shit ever, which will never, ever, ever be topped, was the Floyd Mayweather knocked out Logan Paul and then held him up because he didn't want to knock him out because it's a work. That's the dumbest one by far, where they edited out his legs, and they made it look like he fell on Mayweather, and people actually believe that. Like a lot of people actually believe that. It's moments like that where I go back to, some of these really extreme beliefs that people have about, I don't know, the earth and such, where I'm like, man, if you use fancy editing and you put, videos together, people literally will just, you can make compelling arguments. You could even, I don't know, edit out Logan Paul's legs and then make it look like he fell on top of Floyd Mayweather and then Floyd Mayweather held him up until he was conscious again. But this one, this particular one about Jake Paul and Anderson Silva, which is extra ridiculous because it takes away from an actual incredible accomplishment from Jake Paul, like a really incredible, a huge milestone in Jake Paul's journey, where if you're a person who's still doing it's rigged, look at what Anderson Silva did, at this point, honestly, it's kind of like, I'm trying not to swear in this video. So it's kind of like, F you, bud, like really. Because at a certain point, it's like, I understand you want to hate on Jake, but like, he just beat Anderson Silva, dude. At a certain point, you have to set down the haterade and acknowledge the accomplishment of someone who was not even had not done any training a few years ago, 4 years ago or whatever. He had no combat sport training at all 4 or 5 years ago. He just beat Anderson Silva and he starched Tyron Woodley and he beat Anderson Silva decisively in probably the most impressive way that he could. As a matter of fact, I would argue that it is the most impressive way, and we'll talk about that. So if you're using that video, which clearly shows it's not a work, as your example of, look, it's super phony because it didn't look like Anderson got hit super hard. You know what? I should have titled this video? Tell me you've never been punched in the face without telling me you've never been punched in the face. Like, well, it wasn't like this crazy, super heavy, blunt force trauma that knocked him down. Dude, he didn't see the shot coming. I know you guys. I know, like anybody who bought into this, even for a second, I get it. You've never been punched in the face. You don't understand, okay? But he got hit with a shot he didn't see, and it snapped his head, you know? If he would have gotten hit completely heavy with that shot, having not seen it coming, he would have been unconscious. He just got knocked down, you know? He just got knocked down. It's the 8th round. He's going full bore. He's at a broken nose for 5 rounds, dude. It's a work that where Anderson Silva let Jake Paul break his nose. He just was like, you know what? I'm going to take a dive, but instead of taking a dive, I'll let him break my nose. And then I'll fight really hard for 4 or 5 rounds. And then I'll take a knockdown in the last round to really make Jake look amazing. What are you talking about, dude? Seriously, what are you talking about? So dumb. Like it's like so dumb. It's obviously not rigged. Listen, he had Logan Paul on ball bearings. That's the first time I saw Unique, actually, was when I did a video making fun of people who thought that was a work. And I had no idea who Unique was. I just found a clip of him showing that clip and being like, listen, if Floyd Mayweather would not have held Logan Paul up, Logan Paul would have been unconscious. Right here, look at, he's on ball bearings. He's got him on ball bearings, but he held him up. Otherwise, he would have knocked out Logan Paul. Logan Paul is not a boxer that is even in the same universe as Floyd Mayweather, and you can tell from this shot right here. I was like, who's this Daffy Duck Oh, not swearing. But yeah, and I was like, what's this guy talking about? Why does he sound so ridiculous? Why is he saying such stupid things in such a stupid voice? And then I was like, now I'm like, oh, damn, dude, it's Unique. He called me Quirk from Star Trek. But yeah, I mean, so actually, you know what? Anyone who says that about this fight, about Jake Paul, I'm just going to do it in that voice. And this is not about Unique. This is just like, this is anybody though. Oh my God. It's a work, man. Look at that. Look, Jake Paul's a phony. He's a phony. He's a total phony, man. He's a total phony. Anderson Silva got his nose broken on purpose. And then he got hit with a shot on purpose. Idiots. If you actually believe it, you're an idiot. So now let's actually talk about the real fight. And you know, like, again, I'm going to tell this story in parallel to my own story, right? So 5 years ago, I'm pulling that number out of left field. It could have been 4. Jake Paul had never boxed, never trained, never done anything, you know? I'm going to say 5 years ago. I don't know exactly when, actually, you know what? Let me look that up. Let's just see when, let's look up when was here. Let's do it together, you guys. When was Logan Paul versus KSI 1? Okay. Oh, wait, no. KSI 1. That was in 2018. So, yeah. So let's say 5 years ago. He had not trained boxing yet. Jake Paul had not trained boxing 5 years ago. Okay. 5 years ago, Anderson Silva was 42 years old. Okay. He had been training for 100 years. So the idea that Jake Paul, as of 5 years ago, would have gone on the run that he's gone on now is impossible. It's impossible. It's been impossible. It's impossible that he would have beat Nate Robinson, a professional basketball. That's impossible. Certainly impossible that he would beat an MMA. I mean, it was always possible he'd beat Ben Askren, let's be honest. But certainly impossible that he'd beat Tyron Woodley. Really impossible he'd win by knockout. And it's completely impossible that he would beat Anderson Silva. Like, we're talking about things that he should not have been able to do. And so if you can't give him credit, because the only way that he was able to do it is with sheer hard work, determination, optimism, and dedication to what he's been doing. I mean, dude, if you can't give him credit, then at this point, it's like your opinion is irrelevant. Like, honestly, if you're at this point, if you're finding reasons to hate on Jake Paul, your opinion is irrelevant. It's like, oh, well, he's not fighting a real boxer. What? He just beat Anderson Silva, who just beat Cesar Chavez Jr., who's 38 years old, a former champion. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay? Well, it's not like he's fighting the top guys like Canelo. So what? He's a YouTuber. Now he's a boxer. He's a fighter now. He was a YouTube guy who was like, oh, I kind of like this boxing thing. Look at him now. I mean, when he first called out Conor McGregor, does that sound like the most patently ludicrous thing of all time? He called out Conor McGregor. Remember the video that he did where he's holding up the Ireland flag? Signed the contract. Dude, ludicrous. How's it sound now? If Conor was not under contract with the UFC, would boxing Jake Paul be an absurd contention? Like an absurd? Of course not. He did it. Okay, he can't do anything about Conor's contractual relationship with the UFC, but he did it. He put himself in a position to fight Conor McGregor. He's beat everyone he's fought decisively. Give the guy his due, man. Seriously, stop hating. And last night, I'm on Fight Companion, okay? And I had this realization today. Like, I kind of realized it last night, but not really. Like, I've been kind of gradually getting to a place where I really kind of put this together, where it was like, dude, when I started Jesse on Fire, my vision for what I was doing, right? Like, where am I trying to get to? Like, what am I trying to do? What's my end game? And yeah, like, making a career out of creating content and doing a podcast. Yeah, of course, was certainly one of my goals. And I'm, just getting started. I'm like, I want to make a lot of money doing it, right? I want to be one of these people that makes outlandish money doing podcasts. I'm not there yet. But one of the huge milestones was I was like, yeah, can you imagine being on Rogan's Fight Companion with like Schaub and Eddie Bravo and these guys? Like, that would be the best thing ever. And I did the Fight Companion last week with Schaub and Frank Mir in Salt Lake City. But yesterday when I did the one with Schaub, I'm at Thick Boy Studios, which is off the hook, by the way. That place is like, dude, that's a legit studio. They have like a legit studio there. Like it is legit, man. And I'm on there and I'm looking around. I'm looking at the footage. I'm like, dude, I'm on Fight Companion. Like, Rogan doesn't do it anymore. Like, Rogan's Fight Companion, they don't do it anymore. And I'm on with fucking Schaub and Frank Mir and Sam Tripoli. I did it. Like I fucking did it, man. Like, I did it. I'm on the screen. Like, the thing that I visualized as my end game, I did it. Like, I'm here doing the thing that I set out to do, which candidly, I would imagine is probably like one of the cool, like if you were just kind of like polled all the people that are kind of in my demographic, be like, what would be one of the coolest things ever? Like, oh, do a Fight Companion with those guys. I'm sure that would be fucking pretty top of the list. And it should have seemed impossible for me to get on it. And I fucking did it, dude. And I did it by doing what? Fucking 1,100 videos on this channel. 1,100 videos. Every time there was a story on, something hit at 11 p.m. at night, I was like, oh my God, if I wait, then I won't be able to get on the algorithm. And I would go up and film it and ask Gabrielle every time. I never made the choice to not do it at the time. And I'm feeling pretty fucking good about it right now. Very grateful to Schaub and everybody and all of you guys who help support. Dude, I'm telling you, I feel extraordinarily grateful to all you guys. And I feel pretty fucking good about it. So, yeah, when people are saying Jake Paul should work with Jake Paul, shut the fuck up, man. Jake Paul got there with absolutely sheer, ridiculous determination and perseverance. And I respect that more than anything. So anyway, that is what I've got. But dude, the Fight Companion, by the way, was awesome. Sam Tripoli is super fun. He is completely crazy, though. The kind of crazy I like, but crazy. And you know it, Sam Tripoli. You know it. Super fun, though, dude. Fun, crazy. And, yeah, Schaub and Mir, awesome. Dude, God, I had so much fun last night. I love it, dude. I would do a fight companion every fucking day, dude. Every single day. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I got. I love you guys, dude. All of you guys. Thank you. Appreciate the support. And I will be in San Antonio at Schaub's show on Saturday night next week. If anybody wants to come say what's up, if you're in Texas, I will be there. Saturday night, the late show. Well, I'll probably be at both shows, actually. But yeah, look up what show. I don't remember where he's at. But Saturday night, San Antonio. Next weekend, me and Gabrielle will both be there for sure. Love you guys. Peace.